Krishna. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So now we're going to the second part of the program, and that is the Abhishek. Deva Prabhu will do that. And while the Abhishek is on, we'll continue the Kirtan.
Now we're going to do Abhishek, and on Maharaj's left, this is Krishna, and here is Balaram.
Giriraja Silas, which we select. That's right. Where is that? That's right. We selected just a little while ago. September. Krishna and Balaram. You can see Krishna's darker. Balaram is lighter color. They both Giriraja Silas from where? Anyway, from Giriraja. Oh, okay, sort of in the vicinity, not so far from Govindakund. Govindakund and your, if you're familiar with Govardhan Hill. So, by their mercy, they have come here to give us their association. By their mercy. The Lord is always self-manifest. You cannot force him to manifest himself unless he wants to. So they will be in the care of Mataji Rasamrita Devi Dasi and Jarikanda Sevaki Devi Dasi while she's here. And so today we are welcoming them. Basically, you can't install them because they're already installed, automatically installed as worshipable deities. But we are welcoming them, and we will do Abhishek, bathing for them, starting right now. Okay, so Kirtan, devotees, let us get the Kirtan going, and from this side.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So that was a wonderful ceremony of the Abhishek of Sri Krishna Balaram, Sri Krishna Balaram. And Marge was explaining a little, but now we have lots more people that have come in. So on behalf of ISKCON Peter Maritzburg, we would like to again welcome His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj. From looking around in the audience, all of you are familiar with Maharaj, but we should be mindful. Maharaj is the head of ISKCON South Africa, and he's been our mentor and guide, spiritual guide for many years, and we're very privileged and honored to have his kind association. So Maharaj will be speaking about the Govardhan Leela, and some spontaneous things may happen also, I think, Maharaj. Maybe. Because we know Maharaj is the, he is so expert in presenting Govardhan Leela and taking the parikrams in India, Hare Krishna, around Govardhan. He's very familiar with all the places, and we've been getting the benefit of Maharaj's classes even in South Africa at Sri Raghunath Temple during Govardhan Puja and New Jagannath Puri, where the huge hill has been always built. So here we also have a beautiful arrangement of Govardhan Hill. And now I'll hand this over to Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama.
Rama Rama.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Well, how wonderful to be here with you again and again and again. I first came to Maritzburg in early 1980, and I noted how nice it was, how many nice devotees were here. And I remember, of course, I was based, and we were based, in Cato Ridge. Sri Hari Prabhu was there also. In those days, that was 1980. And I remember one Sunday, we had the Sunday program at Cato Ridge, and there were not many people there. But one of the people who was there, one of the devotees, was His Grace Lokabandhu Prabhu. Haribol. We all remember Lokabandhu Prabhu, don't we? You really do. What a wonderful devotee, my Lord. Just the personification of sincerity and dedication. So he was there on the Sunday program, and his good wife, Mother Kirtida, was also there, and his, at least of the children, the one I noticed, was the eldest, the daughter, was there. Yes. And the daughter at that time had an interesting hairdo, sort of long and sort of full, shall we say, or something like that, down to the shoulders, straight and quite full. And the daughter at the time, well, I won't mention her name at the time, but you all know her, she asked a question. And I actually forget the exact details of the details of the question, but it was something about Lord Brahma. And I thought, gosh, what an intelligent young lady. She's asking about Lord Brahma, some detail about Lord Brahma. So I noted that she's a devotee and she's a thoughtful person, a thinking devotee. Some devotees tend to be on automatic pilot. They just sort of carry on. But she was thoughtful, so I appreciated that. That was 1980, and I asked her what her age was. I will not tell you what she said, because then you can, what do they call it? Reverse engineer and figure out how old she is now. She is somewhat older now. But of all the members of the children, at least of the family, she has over the years, I mean, they're all devotees. They're all devotees, definitely. And I know them all very, very well. But she has been the one who's been the most, focused, I suppose, in Krishna consciousness and dedicated. I think she picked up that spirit of dedication from her father, Lokabandhu Prabhu. And I wish devotees would not pass away. It would really be so nice if everyone just carried on. But anyway, later, we'll all be together in Goloka Vrindavan. We will have another ISKCON Peter Maritzburg in Goloka Vrindavan. So, one thing that means is we all have to learn to get on with each other and work together. Sometimes, as well or better than me, sometimes it's a little difficult, or we think it's a little difficult, we feel it is. So anyway, the family, I remember going to Lokabandhu Prabhu's place and Mother Kirtina's place on many occasions over the many years. And you come in, I'm sure some of you remember, you come into the living room, front door, you come in, and you walk along a bit, and on your right, there was a little alcove type of thing, just go in back in a little, and there was Shri Nitai Navadvip Chandra. Yes. And they were looked after. Gosh, they were looked after so nicely. So a very nice family, Krishna conscious family. And today we have done, as we said earlier, not exactly an installation ceremony, because Shilas, either Govardhan Shilas or Shalagram Shilas, are understood to be, not just considered to be, but understood to be permanently installed. Installed, what does that mean? It means ready and willing to accept service. Other deities, like I'm sure so many of you were here when Shri Nitai Gaurahiri were not just welcomed, but installed. Do you remember? That was, how long ago was that? 6 years. I must be getting old. It seems just like a year ago or something. Well, you remember that was an installation ceremony. Well, should give it to Sri Giriraja. Yeah. Senior devotee. Really. In fact, we are graced by the presence of Sri Giriraja. It's true. It's very true. From those days I remember, oh yes, Sankirtan devotees. So we install Tagore Hari means there's a special procedure through which you actually request the deity to accept service. Otherwise, the deity is always the deity. It's never just like an object or like a work of art or something like that. The deity is always the deity, but for the deity to accept service, a special request has to be made by generally the most senior devotees who are present for the occasion. So, who was here? Was Parthasarthi Maharaj here? No, I can't remember. He was here. Right, I thought he was here. Parthasarthi Maharaj, you all know him. Such a senior and amazing devotee. And I was here, Hare Krishna, excuse me, but I was. And maybe just between the two of us, but anyway, at least we were definitely in the group. And we all got together behind the curtains and requested the deities to accept service. And as far as we can see, they have been and are accepting the service of the many sincere devotees here in Pietermaritzburg. I can just mention that is the main sort of purpose you could say of the deities. I know many people, like Hindu people, very nice people, nice people, supportive, helpful people who come from time to time, maybe not exactly chanting every day and practicing systematically Krishna consciousness, but they're devotees actually in a little bit broader sense of the term. So they come and they stand in front of the deity with their hands like this usually, and they enjoy seeing the beauty of the deities. Don't they look beautiful today?
Haribol!
They really look beautiful. But they don't do so much service. Usually they will donate something, either in cash or kind or both. And then they go. But really the purpose, you could say the reason for having deities any deities, is so that the devotees can render service to them. That's what it is about. They are not just there for being looked at, even in a devotional mood, looked at and even appreciated that, oh, how beautiful. Of course, that's there and that's very nice. And it's part of it. But really, when you get down to it, the deity is there to be served. And that is the main benefit for us as devotees, that we've got the opportunity to render service. In the case of Dharma Tagore Hari, to cook food. I mean, generally, of course, everyone's second initiated on the altar, is it, or first? Second. Cooking also? Cooking also. That's good. It's a very good standard. That's better than Indonesia. Their first initiated devotees cook for the deities sometimes. So yes, devotees, and of course they have to be initiated and ideally second initiated, which requires some seriousness, it really does. But they get the special mercy which is available of being able to serve the deities, cook for them, present the food, we call it bhoga, when it's not offered to the deities yet. So to do the offering, then do the arati, and then early in the morning to dress the deities and do the procedure of worship which is involved. That is where the real nectar is. I mean, the real nectar, the main nectar. That's where the main nectar is. Although it's nectar, just looking at them right now, it's just nectar just to look. But they are not simply, the main thing is not for them to simply be transcendental. I think they say, eye candy. Do they say that? Eye candy. Are you familiar with that one? Eye candy, you know what I mean? Something, not eating candy, but really sweet and nice for the eyes. That's eye candy. And they are. They absolutely are. But it's not the main thing. By far. It's kind of incidental, actually. It's more incidental than anything else. The eye candy, you know, just the beautiful darshan side of things. I mean, it's important, it's vital for devotees who are not initiated and the general public. But actually the main thing, particularly for devotees who are initiated, is to be able to participate in the worship. That's where the mercy is. Yeah, and that's what it's about. Yeah, that's really what it's about. So, devotees, I am now going to read one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, and part of the purport, because it's a long purport, part of the purport, and it is about worship of deities at home by householders. So this is now Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 3, which is titled Pure Devotional Service, the Change in Heart. And the verse is verse number 22. It's something I think you should make a note of it, really, because it is of extreme importance when it comes to deity worship, and particularly and even specifically for householders who may have deities at home. So here we go. Varhayate te nayane narana, lingani vishno na narikshito ye, padoninam to dhruva janma bhajo, shetrani nanu vrajato harir yo. Translation: the eyes which do not look at the symbolic representations of the personality of Godhead Vishnu, his forms, name, quality, etc. So those eyes which don't look at, you know, Prabhupada has used this term, it's like, for Prabhupada it's extremely unusual, almost unheard of, to use this term for deities, symbolic representations. That's how he's translated it. They're deities, really. They're deities, means the person is there. The person, the people, they are standing there. looking at you. And as they're looking at you, I don't want to be pretentious or more pretentious than I am anyway, but, I'm sure they're looking at all of you, including you, and you too. And you ladies, they're looking at you, and they're thinking, when are more of these devotees going to get involved and take part in the worship? And I'm not joking at all. I really, Hare Krishna, I'm sure that's part of what they're thinking. Anyway, sorry, let me just continue. The eyes, which do not look at the symbolic representations of the personality of Godhead Vishnu, his forms, name, quality, etc., are like those printed on the plumes of the peacock, and the legs, which do not move to the holy places where the Lord is remembered, are considered to be like tree trunks. So actually there are two subjects being discussed in this verse and in the purport. One is about the deities, and one is about visiting the holy places. But here, and in the purport, both are discussed extensively. But what I'll do, I'll just read part of what is said about deity worship. So Srila Prabhupada says, especially for the household devotees, the path of deity worship is strongly recommended. As far as possible, every householder, by the direction of the spiritual master, must install the deity of Vishnu. Forms like Radha Krishna, Lakshmi Narayan, or Sita Ram especially, or any other form of the Lord, like Nrsimha, Varaha, Gauritai, Matsya, Kuruma, Shalagram Shila, and many other forms of Vishnu, like Trivikram, Keshava, Achyuta, Vasudeva, Narayan, and Damodar. So, the householders then, under the direction of the spiritual master, or by the direction, Prabhupada says, must install, and you saw how many particular deities were referred to. So it must be installed as recommended in the Vaishnav Tantras or Puranas, and one's family should worship strictly following the directions and regulations of Archana Vidhi. Any member of the family, now listen to this, devotees, listen to this one, and some of you should fasten your seat belts, but listen to this. Any member of the family who is above 12 years of age should be initiated by a bona fide spiritual master. And all the members of the household should be engaged in the daily service of the Lord, beginning from morning 4 a.m. till night 10 p.m. by performing Mangal Arati, Niranjana, Archana, Puja, Kirtan, Shringa, Bhoga, Vaikali, Sandhya Arati, Pata, Bhoga at night, Shayan Arati, etc. Engagement in such worship of the deity under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master will greatly help the householders to purify their very existence and make rapid progress in spiritual knowledge. So that's what I'll read. Any of you who want to, I assume, I certainly hope you've got Srimad Bhagavatam at home, I suggest you, when you go home today, you read this. Read the whole thing. Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd Canto, Chapter 3, verse 22. So any member of the family who's above 12 years of age should be initiated by a bona fide spiritual master, and then the whole family should take part. Yeah. I think most of you are over 12. I'm looking over at the ladies. Yeah. I think you're over 12, aren't you? The majority of you. Are you over 12? He's over 12. We won't ask how much. Over 12. And you're over 12. I know you're over 12. Are you over 12? He's over 12. Okay. Anyway, sorry to joke a bit. But deity worship is a very important part of Krishna consciousness. Of course, in the Kali Yuga, now, the process, the recommended process is chanting the holy names. The main process is chanting the holy names. I know you're all well aware of that.